Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 892 of eating a sheet of paper a day. I'm actually ready this time. I have the paper and the drink and, of course, the bottle opener. So the first 5 minutes isn't going to be me just wandering around and tripping over my sleeping dog on the floor. So let's just begin. No futzing around. Let's just get to it. And now we're going through this extra complicated, I would say needlessly complicated system of scoring our days, which I'm just going to say right now, hey, good afternoon, Mesethula. Been like a whole week now. Nice to see you again. Actually, I think you were in the last stream. I don't know what I'm talking about. This entire week's been a blur, which is a great segue into how I'm going to score my days. So yesterday, which was Sunday, because listen, Friday and Saturday were both absolute garbage. Like, I'm going to say this. I can't give exact decimal points because it was a little bit ago and I kind of lose my specificity. My memory becomes blurry, but Friday was in the 1 zone. Saturday was in the 3 zone. Sunday was the day where I finally was able to just not do anything, and it was serviceable. However, I was willingly isolating myself from people, and that shit's not good, you know? And it's the thing is that like I'm never a antisocial person, but I mean it's just oh man the conditions surrounding all these different things I got to do. It's kind of giving me this whole damn people really suck and I just need a break from them. And I very infrequently feel that way. So the fact that that's happening is probably a really bad sign. So yeah, Sunday was relatively good, but I think the fact that Sunday was good the way it was, which was literally just me watching movies and doing nothing, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign because that should not be a good day. But that's just how bad this week has been. I really thought things would go back to normal after the crazy week of shit, but turns out no. I think I just have to make it past the next 3 weeks of finals and we'll be fine. Do you remember a gig where I broke a bottle in my hand and kept playing? Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, I was that was live streamed. That was actually part of the fucking what was that? That was the weird Afro-Cuban thing. I wasn't even supposed to play on that, but E-Man just brought me up anyways. And I was playing with a bottle and the bottle broke. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll just keep playing. I don't even really, when I'm in the musical zone, I don't feel much. But yeah, my hand was in fact bleeding. I did lose like what, 1/10 of my blood. Not even a big deal. But by the end of it, I remember the top of the bongo drum. It looked macabre in nature. There was these big fucking evil blood stains. Looked like it was used to bludgeon someone's head. But no, it's just my dumbass staining it. Fix my can. What can? What are you talking about? Oh, my can is in what? The toilet? It's been broken for the last 2 years. There's flies buzzing around it. Oh, cam. Okay. What's wrong with my cam, man? Well, was it live streamed? It was recorded on, I think, E-Man's iPad, and the only version of that gig he sent me was like 30p, like worst resolution ever, because he tried to send it to me through text, all 30 minutes of it. So by the time I received it and I clicked the download button, it took up half my storage space, and it was the worst video of all time. Like I just need the video straight from his iPad. He's the hardest guy to negotiate anything with. For 140. What are you talking about? Okay, now I have to just pull up the live stream. I hope it's not affecting the audio or nothing like that. Okay, let's test this out. What's up with your quality? Oh, shut up, all of you. What's happening here? Hold on. Let me see if. So you're saying my quality shit. Maybe our Wi-Fi is broken. That might be it. Hold on. That might be it. Hold on. Yeah, it does look pretty bad, doesn't it? Okay, well, it's not as disastrous as I thought. Hold on. Yeah, it does look pretty bad, doesn't it? Okay, well, it's not as disastrous. I mean, if you think that's blurry, just wait till you see all this. I mean, if you think that's blurry, just wait till you see all this. Just wait, it can get blurrier. Look at that teeny tiny little square. Looks like shit, huh? Just wait, it can get blurrier. Look at that teeny tiny little square. Looks like shit, huh? So I know you think it's a scam, and I know you think the quality could be better, but that was a little demonstration through the big tunnel of lower resolutions. It can get a lot worse. So appreciate the fact that you can see as much detail as you can right now. Yeah, I don't know what that is. My Wi-Fi is goofed up. If I were to go up there, you would consider it more of a scam that you're actually, taking your time to watch a stream where someone is just literally fucking with a router. And also, if the router were to be rebooted, it would shut off the whole stream immediately. So this is the least scammy version of the stream you're going to get today. I'm sorry, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I hope the resolution's not so bad you won't be able to see me actually consuming the paper, because that's what this is all about. You know, based off the way you guys were talking about it, I really thought the quality was going to be worse. I think the Wi-Fi is fucked up. D8R. I can use my personal hotspot of my phone with the name You're Gay on it. Video is fine on my end. We got an optimist over here, all right? This is a model citizen of the stream. Thank you. I should just like check in because I'm actually quite curious about the. Okay, shut up. Doesn't look terrible. I know it's a little smeared, but it's not the worst thing ever. You guys complain way too much. All right, let's begin. Plus, the extra pixels that you want, you trust me, you don't want to see. All right, man. You've seen my face in high resolution. People get scared by that stuff. All right, I'm a circus attraction. So, and plus, tomorrow's stream will probably be, or tomorrow's video, whatever tomorrow is going to be. Good quality is coming around the corner. Sometimes you got to go lo-fi in order to appreciate hi-fi. I was talking about this with somebody from college just now, but I think another reason why I'm perpetually exhausted, I can be getting a similar quantity of stream. Sorry, I'm reading chat and the chat's melding with the words in my head. Are the streams on a fixed time? We try to do 2:30 every afternoon. I have apparently been failing. Like I'm like, okay, it's 5 now. I fucked up. Do I want to do a stream at a non-fixed time and confuse everybody, or do I just want to do a pre-recorded? So I just did like a pre-recorded. We're trying to do like 4 to 5 a week, but I've been failing. So just know, whenever you see a live stream, it will likely be starting in the hour of 2, like 2:30 ideally. So that is the schedule. So free up your calendar, cancel your doctor's appointments, because that's when we're going to be doing our shit. But yeah, I talked with a lot of people about this because this is very important, but I watched an Emp Lemon video, and if you don't know who he is, highly recommend, please watch him, all right? Watch his video, or your life will be shitty-o, all right? Watch his video, your life will be shitty-o. Because he was talking about how the worst forms, and how mental torture and physical torture can be a lot more interchangeable than we once thought, and how the mental effects of solitary confinement, it's not just confined to, say, someone serving a life sentence in prison. There are a lot of everyday people who have not committed crimes, who living their supposedly normal lives are actually dealing with situations that kind of mirror solitary confinement. And if a lot of different facets in my life seem to be approaching this social stage of borderline solitary confinement, where there are these weird walls separating proper communication between me and other people, if there's enough of that, I do think that that lack of, say, one's basic needs getting met, yeah, it'll lead to a mental decomposition. My brain's moldy, it's decomposing. So if you want to know why all my scores recently have been extra low, that's my best explanation. Don't accidentally solitarily confine yourself, guys. But yeah, how are you doing, Mom? I'm good. No, I have no other plans today. Dave and Dom are going to be coming over at like 6, and so I think Dom already saw The Celebration, though. I wanted to show Dave that movie and see if he's going to get fucked up. I know Dom's not going to want to rewatch that one, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to show them. Maybe we'll just play Monopoly, and you can join in if you want. How about this? If I were to tell you hypothetically, like, hey, we're playing Monopoly down here, and I asked you to join in, would you join in?
Are you guys gonna do some betting?
Maybe. Hey, we bet on the Super Bowl. It's not that different. No. We can cap it to $5.
I asked for $5, but I don't have cash on me right now.
It's fine. Nobody ever has cash anymore. In fact, I've had Dave do like, "Oh, Venmo you," and then I end up losing. He's like, "Okay, let's just split this between us and buy weed." You know, so. What movie? The Celebration, which is a movie I specifically want to show Dave. It's a very unusual movie. I think it's easy to watch because it's really easy to get roped into it. But it's about a pretty fucked up scenario without spoiling it. Like, it's one of those movies that just, if I explain the plot, I'm like tainting a very good artistic experience. But 1998, Dogma 95 Thomas Vinterberg film. I sound like an incel right now because I am, but it's a great movie. And there's sometimes when I watch movies and I'm like, yeah, I know a couple people here and there who personally would be affected. Not like I want to traumatize people, but it's engaging in art and watching. I mean, why do people show each other horror movies? Like, tell me that. All right, I'm not a psycho, I promise. But I don't know. I might just do the basic bitch thing and just show them like Taxi Driver or something boring like that. They haven't seen Taxi Driver, and neither of them have seen The Godfather. They've been putting it off. I'm just like, you guys got to just man up and do it. I would prefer a shorter movie though. That movie is like 4 hours long. I just don't want to. I want to show them interesting stuff that's not like, oh, let's watch Jaws. Like we already know what this is. Yeah, it's literally like 4 hours. And also I really do feel like the second one provides additional context. So you can't really think about the first one without watching the second one. That's a total of like 7 hours of television. That's just too much shit. But I don't know, whatever. We haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut. People say it's the worst Kubrick film, and other people say it's the most misunderstood Kubrick film. Don't know. Have I watched The Deer Hunter? Oh, shit, that's a great movie, actually. I'm thinking about good 70s movies to watch. That'd be a great movie to show them, actually. Methuselah coming in fucking handy. That's the final one with Cazale, but it isn't boring though. Yeah, I know. It's really interesting. The pacing of The Godfather is very interesting because it's simultaneously really slow and really fast, which I said about Sinners as a negative, but I mean, this movie does it right, where there's a lot of substance and it seems expository, but it's also interesting the way it's presented. You're seeing all these characters and you're seeing them interact in just the way it's shown. I don't know. I think that just think about Coppola and him making whatever that movie was, Megalovania. That's not what he made, or something. He made Methuselah, the movie. What the fuck is the name? It begins with M. But whatever. He made Monkey Type Shit, the movie, last year. And people say that he's been fluking his way through the 70s, but I don't know. With Apocalypse Now and The Conversation and The Godfather, like I think that he just really captured lightning in a bottle and he knew how to do it, and he just really lost the plot. But yeah, the Deer Hunter has a great soundtrack too, doesn't it? The flute music, from what I remember. Yeah, the Russian roulette scene. Oh man, those scenes are crazy. Michael Cimino. Yeah, because I've been watching movies per director, so maybe that's the way. Who the fuck? Okay, you know what? I was getting scared because I'm like, wait, are we dealing with a Matrix situation with like a transgender director? But apparently, he's just a normal fella. Okay. I've only seen the movie once, but it was pretty crazy when I saw it. It's one of those movies that I have every reason to revisit. I just never did. This would be perfect. This would be the fucking perfect chance. All right, that's on the fucking list. The guy from Law and Order season 1, George D'Souza. That's a pretty fucked up last name, actually. I feel bad for that guy. Should make a GoFundMe for him. Just reparation money for your shitty last name. And yeah, Christopher Walken, Meryl Streep. Yeah, they all kicked ass in that movie. Okay. These are great ideas. This is why I'm glad I didn't procrastinate on this stream right now, because what would I have done? I would have just had Dom rewatch the Celebration, which it's a great movie for me to rewatch personally, but knowing Dom personally, it's definitely not a movie that he wants to sit through again. It's pretty, depending on the person, it'll be great or painful. So we'll see. We'll see if Dom can even come with, because Dave said maybe. So we're gonna leave whatever movie it is open-ended till they get here. And after I'm done with this, I'm just gonna fucking finish Amadeus, man. I'm so into that movie. I remember we watched Amadeus. If you guys haven't seen Amadeus, please do. Such a great movie. Made by the guy that made One Flew Over the Cuckoo's. I'm just going into all the old 80s and 70s films because they're all really, 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 really good. But I don't know how many of you saw Amadeus, but that's a great Amadeus, as in Mozart, as in the Mozart's first name, or that's his middle name because his first name's Wolfgang. Why did they use his middle name? That's such a weird way to title it. And also, the movie is more about God damn it, literally the main character, because it's not about Mozart as much as it is about the jealous, mediocre but way more passionate about music incel kind of composer who is jealous of him and is accused of poisoning Mozart. Amadeus is a very long movie. Oh, Salieri, yeah, that's his name. It's a very long movie. Yeah, the cut that I got on Criterion is 2 hours and 40 minutes. Because I'm trying to like get to school in a sane state of mind, I kind of had to fucking leave it, unfinished at an hour and 15 minutes in, but I'm getting back into it. And honestly, the movie is just flying by. I mean, I'm loving every second of it. It might be one of my favorite movies I've seen in a while. I love the way it's presented, the way it's shot. It could easily be boring, but the way the characters and the settings are presented, it's so fun and colorful. I mean, it's the same guy that made Man on the Moon and also Cuckoo's Nest. So yeah, I just think it's interesting because although I remember the first time I watched it, the ending tapered off. Like the beginning was a lot more interesting than the end. So I mean, the suspense for me is like, okay, is it gonna actually keep it up? And then I got interrupted because then Randall came over and we watched the thing together. So you know, it's just lots of movies I'm getting into to distract me from how annoying my everyday life is, especially with a job that I don't want to work anymore. You know. I did give him my 3 weeks notice. I told him, "Listen, man, I'm done. I'm done. I did it. I'm glad, but it's weird. I feel a lack of relief because I know I'm just going to be working more, and I'm also dealing with just the tail end of this semester of school. So I think it's time will really deliver the relief that I want. But and you know, I hate that I'm dragging my personal life into this. I am sorry, but I'm not gonna pretend like this ain't happening. Like it's been a rough fucking week. And yeah, the whole weird abdominal yeast infection thing, which went away, it's gone now. And I'm still eating paper at the same rate I was before, so I don't think it's paper related. All those fucking faux scientific motherfuckers in there in my chat. I talked to expert Susan Bell, and she was like, "Yeah, no, it's most definitely like a temporary yeast infection. Just wait a week and it'll be gone." Methula, you offer great advice about arthritis, so I'm sure you have something to weigh in. If I got anything else to worry about, given a supposed yeast infection, although people said that also those abdominal pains and how bizarre they were on the surface of my skin are also symptoms of, say, what is it called? Oh, dehydration, because I wasn't drinking very much water. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. This dehydrates me. Soda is not hydrating, and I'm eating paper, which also has to be dehydrating to some degree. Throughout all this, I forget to drink water, you know? Don't eat paper. It's bad for you, says Holly. Well, you know, all respect to Holly. I would like to see any blood that I've been shitting out due to this, you know? I've been shocked that I made it to day 900 without any side effects. By the time we get to day 900, we will start brainstorming alternate stream ideas, including alternate, say, things on Twitch and stuff. I'd say it makes, and I know you keep holding me to this, Mr. Shit, but Twitch and other alternative streaming stuff, that'll come after this. This is enough streaming for right now, especially because like my life is about to make a big change. So I'm going to be dealing with more unfamiliarity, less complacency. That's a way better time to switch it up than right now when I'm already doing enough streams here. If I'm doing these streams, I can't maintain this on a regular basis and regular other Twitch streams, especially because if I do like one a week, people are like, bro, really did one a week and then quit it. You know, it's like, I want to consistently do streams at the level that I'm doing these, like every day or 3 to 4 times a week, hopefully 5 times a week. That's the number I'm trying to hit. But I also want to wait until the right time because I know my schedule isn't right to do it, right? And I just need to acknowledge that. Just let it go. I'm going to let you go, all right? I'm going to fucking grab you and drop you into the Atlantic Ocean. That's what I'm going to do. What am I streaming on Twitch? Literally anything, right? Think about what this, excuse me, think about what this stream is, right? I'm eating paper, but notice the live chat. Look at how few comments are actually concerned with the paper eating part. It's about conversation. This is a very undeveloped, primitive stream. This is 2007 live type shit, all right? We don't even have OBS being used right now. We can browse the internet. We can watch stuff, react to stuff, play video games, even though I'm not a video game person, but I'll find something I like. It might seem like phoning it in, but I'm really enjoying the live stream and conversational aspect of this, and I'm really into doing it, but I'm not that important. I know I'm not, but it's good to fool the audience and inflate my supposed importance, you know? My importance, like right around here, that's the beauty. You can have a cheat code with the internet. You can make people think you're way more important than you really are. Although maybe the importance is like, you know, I did come for the paper eating. Why are you not eating paper? So if it fails and I'm not important enough, then at least I can say I tried, you know? But I don't know. That's part of the brainstorming thing. That's why I'm even talking about brainstorming, because loose abstract ideas like this are just simply not enough. Like I want to have a more specific plan so it doesn't feel like I'm just like, what's up, guys? Welcome to Overwatch stream. I'm naming like a video game I've never played it before. You know, just stuff that I've seen a million times and it's like an obligatory activity and everyone's doing it. I don't want to do that. That's the whole point of this stream. We got to find something that kind of fits with what I like to do on the internet, which is definitely niche bullshit that like close to no one watches. But I've accrued this audience of small audience. Again, there's 3 viewers right now. But when I get engagement and I get to be conversational with people, I realize that I like it a lot. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. And it creates this weird conflict where I'm like, okay, do I want to be this niche anymore? I don't want to be doing things in an obligatory fashion, but you know, do ASMR. That'd be an interesting thing. I'm not an ASMR person, but I know that you whisper. Hello. This is a test. This is very obligatory, by the way. This is not part of what we're supposed to be doing. Also, I don't think like those ASMR people, they always get like microphones. Also, I did a stream like this before because my parents were sleeping and I did a live stream in a hotel room. And then the ASMR people, they're like, calm down. Calm down. You're panicking, all right? Shut the fuck up and calm down. There we go. That's my new niche on the internet. Although there is a lot, there's a big market for ASMR. It's like 20 new ones pop up every day, of course, because I've been keeping track. I have a big Google Doc tracking every single ASMR person. But that's an idea, you know. Thanks. I'm glad I really finally appealed to you. Monkey type shit being positive in the stream, causing cognitive dissonance right there. God, excuse me. Very interesting. So, you know, it's highly possible that it's funny that I'm saying this right here, right now, but I don't remember Holly giving me specifically that chat, meaning that in order to get, maybe she did and you're remembering a previous stream, but an interesting hypothetical is maybe you're someone who knows Holly and she's in the room right now. When you gave that quote, don't eat paper, it's bad for you. Did she say it in a previous stream a couple days ago? Or is this the thing she's saying right now in response to a thing I'm saying? Perhaps you're in a room with her. Monkey type shit, you're a very private person, but oh. No, get the fuck out of here. No, you didn't mean it that way. Nice alibi. No, you didn't. You were incognito for a little bit, but you've given yourself away, Mr. or Mrs. You know, one theory, and I know I bark up the wrong tree all the time, but hear me out. Imagine if you're Holly's friend, right? Why is it that you don't show me your main IG account and you do all your shit on a completely alternate account? Would it be that it would be an account that already has mutuals with me? Perhaps, maybe, possibly. You don't need to actually answer that question. I know you're not gonna. So, you know, but very interesting. Very interesting. I know there's a possibility that someone out there who is associated with Holly maybe is, you know, looking out for her. Is like, okay, is this guy schizo or not? And, you know, gets engaged with the stream. Although you've been so engaged consistently. Oh, I did forget that you're on different. Well, you say you're in different continents. Who is Holly? She's this girl I know, but who even is? You're such a fucking. Oh, you might be saying you're on a different continent, but I mean, listen. I remember I told people in the day 200s that I was in Europe, and you know, a couple motherfuckers actually believed me. A couple brain damaged sons of bitches. Me too, man. Me too. All right. I'm just one concussion away from believing that shit forever. We're about the benefit of the doubt here. All right. We're just assume that you are on a different continent. Mesathul, I'm with you on this one. You guys are so suspicious. Saying nothing would be less suspicious than this. Yeah, today's pretty disjointed. A stream like this should accompany such a day. But yeah, I think just the worst thing to do if I'm like hypothesizing, like, okay, what should the next stream series be? Because if I go on to day 1001, I don't know. I think I'm really nailing myself into either an anticlimactic ending, like day 1000. That's the best way to go about it. My ideal scenario is I finish day 1000 and I have another live streaming idea with equal merit, right? So I don't know. The stream name is I used to eat paper. We'll see, but I know you guys think I'm too obsessed with it. I'm serious. I actually really want to, you know, I like doing this. And the eating paper thing is like such a footnote. And I don't even need to pretend like you guys are opposing me. Like monkey type shit, you're just playing a character. Like I know that if you guys are still here, you guys must be to a degree on board with me just continuing the stream part. Holly makes ice cream. Not a single mention of Twitch streams were doomed. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Rumble and OnlyFans streams from now on. How many? It has become like a really basic bitch reference to make. Yeah, lol. I'm on OnlyFans. Lol. You know that was shameful. I made the very low hanging fruit OnlyFans joke. Everyone's making jokes like that. Whatever. Yeah, guys, pay 50 cents every single week to subscribe on Rumble. Like I'd say. I know every time Steven Crowder's like, yeah, we're moving to Rumble. I'm like, no, you're not. You're gonna stay right here. And then I like 2 days later, they're still uploading random shit. I'm just like, yeah, of course. So and they know that they're gonna get infinitely less traction on Rumble because of the whole subscription based thing. It's like Sam Hyde's the only guy I'm gonna subscribe to for his content. I'm not paying for any of you random fucks on Rumble. Come on. So it's the way it is. It just seems less doomed than it did back in 2017 though. Like I mean, it's because my main input was just, or my main outlet and also inlet was like how I put out content and consume content was in fact, what do you mean he fell off? He's doing Fish Tank. That's extremely popular. It's not like the equivalent of his Paradigm Shift 2070, but I mean, he's popping off. He's just doing it on the low pro. I mean, he pops in every once in a while for Fish Tank, but like, you know, he's there. And I mean, he's still making stuff. I mean, he's consistently putting stuff out that I watch, you know. I will say the highlight of he has 3 career highlights. It is Paradigm Shift 2070, his Adult Swim show, and the iDubbbz video where he gaslights him. He's pushing 50. Yeah, how old is he? No, he's pushing 40. He's not that old. I know he looks old, and I know he zooms in on his pores based off the Instagram filters he puts on. Also, he's releasing some wacky ass Instagram reels where he's really capturing the feel of like trash gram. I'll just call it that. Yeah, that's what it's called. Trash gram. No, he's 40. 40. He isn't beyond 40. Get the hell out of town. Not pushing 50. He has already pushed 40. He turned 40 this year. Exactly. Thank you, Mesathula. Thank you. I will say Sam Hyde has so much experience in life, and he is such an alpha. He is 50 in spirit. But yeah, he's not even close to pushing 50. But I will say I think when it comes to his ideas, he's got a really good zoom out idea. The way his content wraps up, a lot of it can be long form and kind of shit. Like I remember he did these like random Zillow streams where he was just on Zillow and it was just nothing. And they're just talking about random shit. And I'm like, okay, this is very clearly low effort content. But I mean, if you're in Hyde's position, what else can you do but make random low effort content, especially when so many high effort ways of going about content have gotten you punished and you're not getting the same feedback or you're not getting the same reward for the effort you're put in, you know? So I think Sam Hyde, you know, I'm not going to watch a lot of the stuff he puts out because it's just very low effort shit, but I understand his position. And when he actually puts some effort into a video, he still got it, man. He still got it. He seems to be making a good amount of cash from just making what he likes. And that is why I will break my rule about subscription services for one person's content, which is kind of ridiculous, but it's worth it for me. Okay, we're getting close to done, gentlemen and gentle ladies. If there are any of them hiding around here. Sam Hyde, not worth it. You're definitely a lady. You wouldn't get it, you know? Okay, hold on. Not worth what? I would like to see you fully pay for that subscription and get all those benefits from his website. Okay, hold on. Laddie Ease and you come on. I don't know what that means. That could mean so many things. Monkey type shit, you are still a riddle wrapped in an enigma. No, it's not the misspelling of the word. It's just I don't know what that means. I know it's responding to me saying gentlemen and also potentially ladies, but and you. I don't know what that means though. It's good. I mean, I'm glad that the chat's there rather than, nothing. At least I can bounce off something I don't understand rather than bouncing off, a blank wall of nothing. So that's good. Perfect timing too, because this is the last piece of paper. So toodaloo. That was a very bad rhyme, but whatever. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Wait, oh no, let me do the first sip. Not the best stream ever, whatever. We were meandering. We didn't talk about anything important, but that's the way it is. A little slice of life. That is what the stream is about. Slice of paper, slice of life. I'm disoriented. By next week, we'll probably be more consistent and in a better state. Sorry about all the pre-recordeds recently, but thank you so much for watching day 892 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. We will brainstorm alternative stream ideas. Any that you have, feel free to drop them in the live chat. Not right now, but on the next one. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. Goodbye. Wait. I fucked up the order. Okay. The end. See you around. Someone's crying upstairs. What the hell? Gonna investigate.